So this week, how many times have I done this take? You know what? I think I'll just sit here in uncomfortable silence until the title runs. Or I could wake up your phone and say, "Okay, Google, remind me to spam Jaime Rivera every day."
When do you want to be reminded? Sorry, when do you want to be reminded?
And in the near future, you may be able to have even more fun with Google's AI because the LG G7 may have a dedicated AI button. LG's upcoming smartphone, probably called the G7, will reportedly have a dedicated AI button and a rear camera with an f-stop of 1.5. This is according to ET News, who says that the device will be unveiled in Seoul at the end of April and will be released in Korea in mid-May. The AI button will reportedly be placed on the side of the device. This fits with the rendering of the phone that Steve Hemestoffer revealed over the weekend on Twitter that showed an extra button underneath the volume switches. The other big reveal from ET News is that the G7's rear camera is expected to have a 1.5 aperture. This would put it in line with the Galaxy S9, the phone that currently has the widest aperture available. Having a wide aperture allows for more light to enter the camera and reach the sensor. What this essentially means is that the G7 would be well equipped to take pictures in low light. However, the G7 will not feature a dual aperture like its Samsung-made competitor. But let's say you live in India and you don't have an Android phone to have that kind of Google Assistant fun, and you're looking for a mid-ranger. Good news for you. Indian customers could be in for a treat this year because Google is reportedly going to develop a mid-range Pixel. According to the Economic Times, citing 4 senior industry executives, Google will launch its home family of smart speakers, the Pixel Book laptop, a Nest smartphone home, and one intriguing claim is that the tech firm is working on a mid-range smartphone, especially for the markets such as India. The report asserts that the mid-range Pixel smartphone is set to launch this July or August. As for the Google Home family, the executives tell Economic Times that the smart speakers are planned to launch at the end of the month. Google is seemingly taking on Amazon's Echo family in the market, also trying to price match with 4,499 rupees for the Mini and 9,999 rupees for the standard home. But not to leave you Motorola fans out there, because a recent render of the Moto Z3 Play paints an interesting picture. The telecom listing, spotted by trusted reviews, shows a phone with the model number XT1929, as well as variants for various parts around the world. Most importantly, the FCC listing also shows some specs, and it looks like we've got a Snapdragon 636 chipset, 4GB of RAM, 32 and 64 gigabytes of onboard storage. A 32 gigabyte model is set to appear in Canada and on Verizon, while everyone else gets double the storage. Now, the Snapdragon 636 4GB combo means we shouldn't expect huge flagship power, but it is a notable step up from the Snapdragon 625 and 630. In fact, Qualcomm claims that the Cryo 260 CPU in the Snapdragon 636 packs, quote, up to 40% higher performance than the Snapdragon 630. Well, we'll see about that, Qualcomm, once we get to our review, but you should know that most areas of the world will also get a dual SIM option unless you live in North America. Sorry, North Americans. Like me, do you like ultra thin phone cases? If so, you just need protection against everyday wear and tear, and our sponsor has super thin cases, priced just right for all major phones. You can go to minimalcase.com, use our coupon code AA20, and get 20% off an already sweet deal.